Welcome to Why They Fail, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on why continuous improvement efforts fail. Buckle up, because we're not here for motivational fluff. We're dissecting the short-sighted decisions and leadership agendas that sabotage CI success. But don't worry, we'll clue you in to the few simple keys to success to avoid these pitfalls. If you're ready for the truth, let's do this.
Welcome to Why They Fail, the podcast that picks apart the wreckage of continuous improvement efforts. I'm your host, Kevin Clay, a seasoned Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt and mentor at Six Sigma Development Solutions. I'm here to tell you the stories of leadership agendas and short-sighted decisions that derail CI projects. We're not sugarcoating anything in this podcast. Get ready for a raw, unfiltered look at the reasons why so many continuous improvement efforts fail. But don't worry, this is not a doom and gloom podcast. We are also going to show you the insanely simple key to avoiding these pitfalls and building a phenomenal, sustainable CI endeavor. Let's dive in. Last time, we kicked off this journey by laying bare the foundational truth. Over 90% of continuous improvement efforts crash and burn, not because the methodologies are flawed, but because of common sense forgotten, leadership missteps, and organizational shortcomings. We talked about how the quick fix mentality leads organizations down a path of short-term gains, only to face long-term failure, and we hinted at some of the specific pitfalls we'd dissect in future episodes. Well, today, we're diving headfirst into one of those critical and frankly infuriating reasons why CI initiatives crumble, the rise of the paper belt. You heard that right. Today's episode is titled, Beware of the Paper Belt, the belt who has never heard of PPK. Now, for those of you deeply entrenched in the world of Lean Six Sigma, that last part probably sent a shiver down your spine. For everyone else, stick with me, because this concept is vital to understanding why your company's latest CI rollout might be doomed before it even starts. So, what exactly is a paper belt? It's simple yet insidious. A paper belt is someone who has received their Lean Six Sigma certification, often a green belt or even a black belt, by only passing an exam. They have little to no practical Lean Six Sigma project experience. Think about that for a moment. Someone gets a black belt certification, presumably qualifying them to lead complex improvement projects, yet they've never actually led one. It's like getting a driver's license by only passing the written test without ever getting behind the wheel. Sounds absurd, right? But it happens all the time. And here's the kicker. Many of the certification exams these paper belts take can be taken over and over again until they pass. There's no real gatekeeping for practical application. It's a system designed for volume, not for competence. The danger comes when these paper belts get hired into organizations to lead continuous improvement efforts. They arrive with a fancy certificate, a title, and often absolutely no idea how to actually apply Lean Six Sigma principles in a real-world, messy business environment. They understand the vocabulary, maybe some theoretical concepts, but they lack the critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and most importantly, the hands-on experience that only comes from navigating a true Lean Six Sigma project. And let me tell you, when I say they do more harm than good, I'm not exaggerating. They misapply tools, they chase the wrong metrics, they alienate teams, and they often lead projects to either fizzle out or worse, actually make business processes worse. This creates cynicism within the organization, erodes trust in CI, and ultimately contributes massively to the statistic we mentioned earlier, the overwhelming failure rate of continuous improvement efforts. Why does this happen? Well, a significant part of the blame lies with the many training companies out there that prioritize quantity over quality. They offer quick boot camps, focusing specifically on cramming for an exam, rather than providing the robust training and mentorship required to actually do Lean Six Sigma. It's a lucrative business model, fast certifications, no messy projects, just test prep, and it feeds directly into the problem. But let's be honest, the paper belt phenomenon isn't just the fault of these training companies. It's largely the fault of leadership that wants a quick fix. They hear about Lean Six Sigma, they want the benefits, and they think hiring a certified black belt will magically solve all their problems. So they task or hire this new, unexperienced paper belt, expecting them to save the world. They bypass the crucial step of verifying actual experience, succumbing to the allure of a piece of paper, a title, instead of looking for proven capability. It's the ultimate symptom of the fad diet CI we talked about last time, looking for the magic pill instead of doing the hard foundational work. This is why, when I get multiple calls a day from individuals and companies wanting to train a group of employees, and they only want to certify them by taking a test, my alarm bells go off, because I know that path leads directly to paper belts, and paper belts lead directly to failed CI deployments. So, what's the simple key to avoiding this pitfall? It's twofold. First, if you're an organization looking to hire Lean Six Sigma talent, do not hire a paper belt. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. How do you avoid them? Always, always, always ask for a project portfolio when hiring a Lean Six Sigma belt. I don't care what their certification says. I want to see a documented history of projects they have successfully led or significantly contributed to. I want to see the problems they solved, the data they analyzed, the improvements they drove, and the sustained results. If they can't show you a portfolio, if they only talk about theory, or worse, if they don't even know what PPK is, the Process Performance Index, a fundamental metric for understanding how well your process is performing relative to its specifications, then run the other way. A true black belt understands the practical application of these metrics and can speak to them with confidence, backed by experience. Second, if you are an aspiring Lean Six Sigma practitioner, don't be a paper belt. Please, for the sake of your career and the integrity of continuous improvement, take the time to gain real, tangible experience with the Lean Six Sigma tools. Don't just memorize definitions, apply them. Don't just understand the formulas, use them to solve real business problems. Build a Lean Six Sigma project portfolio, even if it's just one project to start. Here's my advice for building that crucial experience. Start with the green belt. Complete a rigorous green belt project, one that requires you to apply the DMAIC methodology end to end, collect and analyze data, identify root causes, implement solutions, and verify the results. Get your hands dirty. Experience the challenges, the roadblocks, the data headaches, and the eventual triumph of a successful project. Only after you've gained that foundational experience, that practical understanding, should you even consider advancing to a black belt. And when you do, it should be with the intent of completing an even more complex and impactful black belt project. Because the simple key to success, the core of what we talk about on Why They Fail, is this: sustainable continuous improvement is built on a rock-solid foundation of practical application and proven experience, not on flimsy paper certifications. Ditch the quick fixes, ditch the shortcuts, and invest in true competence. This isn't just about avoiding failure. It's about building a culture where continuous improvement actually improves things, where teams are empowered, and where results are real and lasting. We're here to help you navigate this landscape, exposing the absurdities and revealing the path to phenomenal, sustainable CI endeavors. Join us next time as we continue to dissect the reasons why they fail. If this episode resonated with you, if you're tired of seeing CI efforts fall flat, then make sure to subscribe to Why They Fail and The Simple Key to Success, wherever you get your podcasts. Your feedback helps us reach more listeners, so leave a review, share this episode, and let's transform the way we think about continuous improvement together. Until next time, keep improving the right way. All right, before we wrap up today's deep dive into failure, Let's talk about turning things around. You've heard some hard truths about why they fail. Now, how about learning how not to fail? My book, Why They Fail, is packed with even more real-world insights and the proven strategies to build a truly sustainable, continuous improvement culture. And I want to give you a copy for free. Just click the link right there in the show notes or click on the QR code in this video. You will find another link that is your gateway to discovering more about how Six Sigma development solutions can help you avoid the pitfalls we discuss. Want to go deeper? We offer public green belt and black belt training at 52 locations worldwide, plus virtual options, so you can train wherever you are. We can even bring customized on-site training directly to your organization. Prefer to learn at your own pace? We've got robust online certification training too. Don't wait for your CI efforts to become another statistic. Click the link in the show notes, or if you want to talk it through, call us directly at 866-922-6566. That's 866-922-6566. Get your free book and start building success today. And that wraps up another episode of Why They Fail. Today, we pulled back the curtain on the paper belt phenomenon, those certified individuals who unfortunately lack the practical experience to truly lead continuous improvement. We talked about how chasing certifications without project work is a recipe for disaster for both the individual and the organization. Remember, a black belt who's never heard of PPK is a walking, talking symptom of a deeper problem in how we approach CI. It's a tough truth, but recognizing these pitfalls is the first step toward building something truly sustainable. We talked about the importance of asking for a project portfolio when hiring Lean Six Sigma talent, and for you aspiring belts out there, the absolute necessity of getting your hands dirty with real projects before you ever claim that certification. Don't just learn the theory. Live it, apply it, and build that experience. That's the simple key to success we keep coming back to. Real results come from real work, not just passing a test. Thank you for listening to Why They Fail. We're on a mission to uncover why they fail so you can succeed. If you're finding clarity and practical takeaways from this podcast, here's how you can help us reach more people. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a completely free way to support what we do. Also, make sure you're following the podcast on both Spotify and Apple so you get every new episode instantly. Your voice matters. Leave us a 5-star review and share your aha experiences. Or just give us your questions in the comments on Spotify or Apple. See you next time.